Okie dokie. Alright, guys. Haven't been recording for a while. Monday. Another Monday. So this is a new idea. The idea is to talk about any type of relevancy subject that I could be bringing to you guys. Many times as a question, many times as a warning. Oh, I got to put some petrol on before I get home. So today I was driving to work in the morning, and I remember something that a friend of mine said to me. He rides a bike as well, but just for leisure, on weekends or so. And he comes to me and said, "Do you ride your bike every day?" And I said, "Of course. Love it. Can't really deal with cars. Coming to work every day, traffic and stuff." Anyhow, so his comment was something like, "Ooh, that's dangerous." So that got me thinking, why is riding every day dangerous? I actually asked him why he think of that, and he just believes that when you ride every single day, you become a little bit pleasant about it. Like you I don't know if he meant that you get a bit cocky, and you know what I mean, lose a little bit of that extra careful sense that you have when you're not riding as much. It's funny because I feel sometimes a bit opposite. I feel that when I'm riding the bike every day and I jump in a car, my wife normally looks at me like, "What the hell, man? You're not on a bike. I need to cool down and remember myself. I'm not on a bike anymore." Anyhow, so that was my question of the day. Like, is that really dangerous? Like, do you get used to a few things that you shouldn't? So I reckon that my personal opinion is not as much as, because getting used to something is actually a positive thing in my opinion. You do it better. I became more careful about a lot of things once I had a moment that made me question myself about it. You know what I mean? Like, whoa, that could be dangerous or something like that, you know what I mean? So that comes with a bit of practice and, you know, getting used to it. But I do believe that it's more exposure, it's more time that you're there on the road, and that's why you have to be careful. I think that's something that comes with experience a bit. Remember on my 20s, of course, driving way more reckless, way more, you know, aggressive or anything like I do it today. It's kind of, you learn a little bit of your limits. So yeah, it's a good question. I would love to know what you guys think. Does riding every day makes it more dangerous? Yes or no, and why? If it does make it dangerous, why do you think it's because you're exposed for a longer period on the roads, or because you get relaxed about a few things? I don't know. I just would love to hear from you guys. coming out of Southport. My daily... Whew. Are you failing, baby? Nah. It's probably because I got a little bit of dirt at the end of my tank, so I feel that the bike is not as responsive as usual sometimes. Nobody behind me, that's fine. This is the first bike that I have a petrol gauge on it, to be honest. Sometimes I prefer to not really trust 100% on that calculation, telling me that I just rode 6Ks from reserve, which I should have 2 liters of reserve, maybe 3 liters of reserve. I know it's a 15-liter tank, so in theory my reserve light would go off when I spend 13 liters or 12. I actually should know that. I reckon I've got 3 liters of reserve, so I'm doing a little bit more than 10 Ks a liter. So yeah, that's easily giving me 30 Ks, which is about to be right. I ran out of petrol only once on this bike. It was right at the beginning when I got it, and I didn't realize that if the bike stays too long switched off on reserve, the memory kind of resets. Takes some time to kick in again, because I've got that trip fuel, which gives me how many Ks since the reserve is on, and I think I was like 20 something already, and I forgot about it. The light went off, and when it got back on, it was too late. It was the only time in my life that I ran out of petrol, and well, that was like 2-3 years ago, so I learned my lesson for sure. Alright guys, just gonna put some petrol on and we continue. Cheers.